The complete evaluation spectrum, 3 credential levels, ACC, PCC, MCC, 3 different evaluation instruments, 1 core skill that holds the whole system together. Let's see how they line up. 3 modules, 3 credential levels, 1 core skill, observe coaching, identify what's happening using behavioral evidence, and provide developmental feedback calibrated to the client's level and stage of development. The forms change, the scales change, the thresholds change, the core discipline does not. And that discipline is now yours across the entire credentialing spectrum. This video connects the 3 modules into a unified practice. ACC Session Observation Form, 19-bar statements, 4-point scale with a scoring algorithm. The question you ask, is this behavior present and at what proficiency? PCC Competency Review Form, 37 markers, qualitative assessment without a formula. The question, is this behavior demonstrated with depth and consistency across the session? MCC either form works, 21 bars statements, 5-point scale with 3 evaluator considerations. The question, is this coaching artistry? 3 instruments, 3 questions, 1 skill applied at increasing levels of professional sophistication and self-awareness. ACC evaluators track behaviors. That's knowledge. Knowing what to look for, confirming its presence against a specific statement, and assigning a numerical rating. PCC evaluators assess patterns. That's analysis, seeing through lines across an entire session and judging their depth, consistency, and integration into the coach's natural practice. MCC evaluators sense artistry. That's wisdom. Recognizing when coaching transcends technique and becomes an authentic expression of the coach's way of being in relationship. You've built all 3 layers in this program. The skill develops the way coaching itself develops, from fundamentals through depth to mastery. Your feedback language adapts to your client's credential target. ACC clients need specific behavioral guidance. Name the statement, show the evidence, close the gap with precision. At 340, you demonstrated A3.1 at below. Here's what meets would sound like in that moment. PCC clients need pattern feedback. Name the through line. Show where depth drops or consistency breaks. Help them see the pattern they can't see from inside the session because they're living it. MCC clients need artistry feedback. Observations and reflections rather than directives. Here's what I noticed at this moment. What do you see when you listen back? The feedback models, the artistry you're helping them find. The loop is the same regardless of credential level. Evaluate the recording using the correct form and scale. Identify developmental priorities from the evidence pattern. Prepare written feedback. Deliver it in the mentor coaching session using MC Competency 5, demonstrating the coaching competencies and how you give the feedback itself. Co-create a development plan using MC Competency 3. The client applies what they've learned in their next coaching session. You evaluate the next recording. The loop runs again. The instruments and calibration change by level. The loop structure holds constant throughout. Early in your mentor coaching practice, you'll work primarily with ACC candidates. The fundamentals, behavioral identification, numerical scoring, evidence-based feedback with clear developmental targets and specific gaps to close. As your practice grows, and your confidence deepens, you'll take on PCC candidates. Depth evaluation, pattern recognition, qualitative judgment without numerical safety nets to fall back on. Some of you will work with MCC candidates. The artistry conversation, the most demanding and the most rewarding work in the profession. Your path as a mentor coach mirrors the coaching credential path itself. The asynchronous modules gave you language and framework. You know the instruments, the scales, the statement language, the full bias inventory from preference through awe and familiarity, and the feedback principles calibrated to every level. The sync sessions give you reps, delivering developmental feedback live to a real coach who's sitting in front of you, tracking their response in real time, adjusting your language based on what lands and what doesn't, managing your own biases in the moment rather than reflecting on them afterward. That's a practice skill. The async modules couldn't give it to you, only doing gives you that. ACC bars, 19 statements, 4-point scale, scoring algorithm, PCC, markers 37 indicators, qualitative assessment without numerical guardrails. MCC bars, 21 statements, 5-point scale, 3 evaluator considerations that add artistry and uniqueness to the evaluation. 3-level calibration, any coaching excerpt placed on the full ACC to PCC to MCC spectrum with specific behavioral evidence. A complete bias inventory, feedback calibrated to all 3 levels, 3 instruments, 3 calibration levels, 3 quality thresholds, 1 integrated professional skill that develops alongside your own coaching mastery. In Unit 1.1, you learned what a mentor coach is, the definition, the role, the distinction from other helping relationships. That was the starting point. Conceptual understanding of the profession you were entering. Now you know what a mentor coach does. You can evaluate coaching at any credentialing level with behavioral precision. You can calibrate feedback to match the client's developmental stage. You can manage your own biases as the evaluation demands increase. The distance between what a mentor coach is and what a mentor coach does is modules 1 through 9. That distance is now behind you. You have the complete evaluation toolkit, 3 instruments, 3 calibration levels, 3 quality thresholds, and the self-awareness to use them with integrity and precision. The sync sessions close the final gap. From knowing to doing, from framework to practice, from individual evaluation to calibrated professional judgment developed among peers who challenge and sharpen your perspective. See you in the sync sessions.